We're finally talking about Catwoman, aka Batman's lover, who's not really his lover, but is his lover at times. But let's be real, he's more affectionate towards the Joker out of all people because Batman's kind of insane at times. I mean, let's be real, he kind of is. Um, this is written by Ram V, taking place after, right before Future State happened and everything. Ram V was still writing the series when Infinite Frontier, before Infinite Frontier, and he's still a writer now. So that's pretty awesome. Catwoman is separate from Bruce right now because they're doing this whole year thing because we gotta establish that Batman and Catwoman can't be a couple despite everyone wanting them to be a permanent couple. Or as many people as possible. So yeah, Catwoman also stole Bruce's fortune back from the Joker, but gave it to Lucius Fox because he's under investigation by the United States government because the Joker was certainly a reliable source. So yeah, it kind of shows you how everything failed. So, anyways, we cut to a residence in Gotham City. I'm telling you, it will be a matter of months. They're so desperate. We're already negotiating. The lawyers think that apart from getting the charges dropped, we may even be able to get them to pay us first for the information. I'll hand them a few heads, some mid-level names. They can put it on their newspapers. There's press conferences, accommodations, you know the deal. Oh, and there's a tea going off, and then he just goes and pours it in. About 2 months tops. Then I can fly out of this hellhole and we can discuss business again. And look at that. And look at taking care of this Catwoman problem. Oh, yes, this Catwoman problem. I certainly prefer more to get out of this hellhole, but let's focus more on the Catwoman problem. Think of it as a vacation. And Nori, it won't kill you to take a break sometime. And he broke the tea. Yeah, that sounds about right. After you realize something shocking, something horrible. Someone broke in and killed all the guards. Yeah, it's not Catwoman. So, yeah. Should we call it a day, everyone? I'm pretty sure this is not going to end well. Hello? Yeah, the guy just ran him out. Velos? And this cybernetic woman cuts him down. Bills, you there? And nothing. And we cut away from that to the nest to Alleytown. We see some guy walking across the street. And some thugs are looking, saying, beat on the street, pass it on. And building's closed for repairs, detective. It'd be pretty dangerous for you to go in there all by yourself. Unsafe, you know. Really, right? Look, I don't have time for this dance, kid. And I don't have time to deal with your pleasantries, kid. I'm going ahead doing real detective work. I'm doing it more legally than Batman ever did. Hey, you should be careful flashing that thing around here in Alleytown. I'll back up. Look, just tell her it's Dean Hart Hadley. And I want to talk about this. Go on, I'm just fooling with you. She's expecting you all the way up. And don't make any wrong turns. Detective Hadley. Hey, I used to say, I seem to be having trouble shaking you off my tail. You're going all the way to Alleytown? Things must be desperate. I make it a habit to check in on my friends, see how they're doing. You seem to be doing quite well. You wouldn't want to keep a poor little cat from having a little fun, would you? So it's not his character, it's Selina Kyle taking on a fake name. Besides, haven't you heard this mysterious money just showing up in people's accounts these days? Wayne's fortune, Lucius Fox's account to be precise. Say Catwoman 25 by Jessica Editorial. Speaking of things just mysteriously showing up, I have two questions about the drugs you left for me at the storage unit. Say Catwoman 27, Jessica. I sent an anonymous courier to deliver that note. You ever get the sense I didn't want to talk about it? You, didn't really leave much of a choice. You gave me the drugs, but no evidence. I had looked at how they came into the city, but word has it, you set half the Gotham City docks on fire. Check out issue 27, issue 28. Is that all I set on fire, detective? Let's get something straight. You helped me when I was shot. I helped you save your career. That's it. I don't know you shit. I'm not your CI, I'm not your contact, and I'm not your next project. I'm not your friend, and you don't want me as my enemy. I should know. I have Bruce Wayne on my side. You know Bruce Wayne? Ain't I kind of do. Oh. But you're Catwoman. I'm pretty sure even he should know who you are with all his resources. Um it was on the rooftop. We never talk about it. Wait, what? It was the first issue in my New 52 book. What? So I'll say this once. We're even. If I have use for you, I'll send you no. But swing by again unannounced, you'll see why cops don't like coming to Alleytown so much. And he just goes ahead, pulls out a file from his coat saying, I'll leave the file here, Miss Kyle. You think of anything useful, you know what to do. A word of advice, though. This path you're on, things can get pretty rough for our friends. And you remember that next time you're bleeding out on the street somewhere. He's cute. He's a cop. You've done worse. Hun, don't take this the wrong way, but I might have liked you better when you weren't talking so much. I've seen the symbol somewhere before. And field test 3 files are being destroyed by a paper shredder. Yes, we are sanitizing, even as we speak, sir. The data? We have more than enough field trial data to confirm efficiency. Digital records have been moved out of sight, and the care will be shredded and incinerated over the next few hours. By this time tomorrow, this place will be just floors, walls, and windows, sir. We can't afford to blow things up. I don't even know how the defenders in the Marvel Cinematic Universe Netflix site got away with that. I'm like, even the police would be like, how do we cover this up and not say terrorism after, the alien disaster, and really we could say even before that. But we have accomplished everything we set out to achieve. Very good, Mr. Roy. But you know how I feel about loose ends. Of course, sir. The asset was already sent out to the address to address the issue. It won't be a problem anymore. Which brings me to our guess. Of course, what course of action do you recommend? You've confirmed me we can synthesize the compound independently? Yes, sir. The latest field test showed over 96% conformity. Then get rid of her. Use the incinerator, no traces. And Mr. Roy, be careful. Of course, sir. And yeah, last Catwoman issue, it was revealed to be Poison Ivy. So yeah, this is the thing I'm wondering. So, if Poison Ivy's here, then what was she doing in the Joker War saga one shot? The Joker Warzone one shot. Is that her clone? Like, okay, so in the Harley Quinn Poison Ivy issue, this is the thing. When I heard this, I was like, I think something happened between issues we didn't see. So Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy went on this massive road trip and revealed that a clone, or the original version of her that had all the bitterness and hate in her was mad at Harley and all that nonsense because editorial mandate was annoying. Went ahead and tried to, you guessed it, take over the world. Of course! But then Poison Ivy of the cutting went ahead and merged with her, and we got that result. Then we never got the answer to that. Then Poison Ivy went back to Gotham to go to Eden, only to reveal that the Joker burned it down, and she assumed, at least I thought, at least at the time, assumed Harley Quinn did it under the orders of Joker because she went back to him, only for it to be revealed that Poison Ivy has been listening to Harley for some time now when Harley was talking to the Poison Ivy and saying things that would probably make you question all sense of humanity and make that guy from Attack on Titan scream out, I can never have sex again. And I'm thinking to myself, so wait, was there another clone of Poison Ivy that was never accounted for? Was this another cutting they made where they made a duplicate version of her? Is the one that's running around actually a duplicate with memories of Poison Ivy, only to be more emotionally sensitive to stuff, causing her to go on a rampage? Yeah, we're not getting an answer. And then he just says, it's a pity though, she is a magnificent specimen. And it's revealed the caller is Simon Saint. aka the guy who's trying to port the magistry intact. A lostly, or rather enigmatic customer. Ah, yes. Understandably, he has proved to be slippery, but it's been a week since we cut him off and surveillance has traced his location. I reassigned the asset. Asset performance is stable so far. She's been impressive, perfect compliance, and has yet shown the remarkability to improvise in the field. She's adapted to her meta ability as well. Good. The White Witch is our star. Rory, take good care of her and keep me appraised. Mr. Enigma, even in his troubled state, should provide an interesting challenge. And we see that the assassin that they've created has gotten out of the shower, got dressed, got into a motorcycle, and drive off. So Catwoman narrates as she glides over the city. I hate when this happens. I promise myself I won't get involved in something, then something out of the corner of my eye catches my attention. A scrawling in a cop file, a symbol, a word, a name, something. And I just can't let it go. I wasn't always like this. Maybe I got it from him. One of these days, Selina, if you do get yourself killed, let it be known. Curiosity definitely killed the cat. Puns! Back when we were casing the Grays, Willock, and Crane building, I was also chasing Cobblepot Enigma. Say, Catwoman 25. You can't trust your fellow cutthroats, and it pays to know where they live. I knew the Riddler was using on the job, some kind of high that gave him an edge, and let him ruin the rest of the time. Yeah, we should definitely not talk about his hunchback transformation that makes you say, what happened between the time you were last seen and you're the villain and now that made you go like whatever the hell you are? So it turns out Riddler has been painting the town red with Batman images, and other villains of Gotham and painted the Riddler marking. I could have sworn I saw it somewhere as she investigates looking for something. After seeing the angel wings, she just says, Enigma, what have you done? Oh god, Enigma, are we really doing this again? Only to reveal that Catwoman just walked in right on an assassination attempt. Wait, I may beg it for you. You may show it to me, but I may find it even in death, and you, even in killing. What is it? Mercy! And Catwoman stops the assassination, even though at this point we don't care. It's insufferable. Trust me, I completely understand the impulse to stab him with sharp objects, but this time I have some questions he needs to answer. Catwoman? And the assassin vanishes. Well, that's unexpected. And she's almost cut. Then she punches, and a brawl for the ages between assassins and Catwoman begin. Alright, hon. Let's see if you got some skill or if you're just a cheap hologram. And that failed miserably. She got her ass kicked. Right? So, yeah. Hey, Enigma, get ready. Anytime now, Enigma. And Enigma just drops a whole bunch of bookshelves on them. Specifically Assassin, and they escape. This way, quick! They crash through the building glass window, jump, and almost land on the ground, but Selina has her whip, so that saves the day. Hey, Edward, run. Where are we running? Ahead. But that's a 60-foot drop. Hey, Enigma, what comes before a start and sometimes with a suit? And bombs explode. And it turns out we see more assassins firing their guns. So as that happens, they jump into the river. Blood comes out, and the holographic assassin looks up to see the gunman and says, I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal, and there's none you can do to deliver you out of my hand. Daughter me, 3239. What curious things that cat drags home. Perhaps you and I shall meet in blood and fury, but not today. For the pigs have come for the spoils. I swear, this has already turned out to be more trouble than it's worth. You got about 2 seconds to start talking. If you don't like answers, I'll drown you myself. It's Ivy. They're using Ivy to make drugs. Ivy? When are you unshot? Catwoman, I've been shot. Next issue, Ivy on display. So what are the chances Edward Nygma's gonna actually die? I like if they do that, it's probably gonna anger some people because they just killed most of the Batman Rogue Cat gallery. Like they killed Bane, which was already telling for people. So yeah, this was Catwoman 29. Yeah, it does look like it's upside down, but it's really not. So now we see Catwoman's doing her own investigation, and it looks like it's going to revolve around her rescuing Poison Ivy, or at least a clone, probably. If it's the real her, that's going to be awesome. Though it is wondering where they're going to take this, how they're going to answer. Wait, if that's Poison Ivy, then who's the one that's in Gotham that's about to, set it ablaze with plant life? Carnivorous plants, to be exact. I don't know. So we'll have to see how that goes, and if it works out, it works out. But that probably is going to be part of another big crossover stuff to involving the Magistry, the Gotham City, and Bat Family mission. So they're probably going to make some tie-ins and event out of it. Part of the Cowardly Lot afterwards. So we'll have to see how that goes. So yeah, this was a pretty okay issue. I think this is more just setting things up for Catwoman's next mission across, well, the Infinite Frontier era, and probably giving more ties to the Batman stuff going on in his books, and along with setting the stages for the aftermath of Joker War, especially with Poison Ivy now being a factor in what seems to be the Magistry's evil plan to police state Gotham. So we'll have to see how that goes. So this was the Reality Entertainment Pop Culture Omniversa. All things entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Check them out. Content in the description below and search them up on the search tab. I will see y'all next time. And peace and take care, everyone. Stay tuned for more.